Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Well, hello. Welcome. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm under the weather, man. I can't scream. My voice is shit. If I start screaming here, I'm gonna go through a coughing fit like you wouldn't believe. So all I gotta say is, good evening. Well, welcome to Hardway Wrestling. Ricky, Scotty, thank you for joining me.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock Hardway Wrestling.
That's what it is. That's what it feels like. Today on Hardway Wrestling, you have a sick puppy.
Well, you've always been sick mentally. I mean,
mentally, yes, but today I'm physically much better today than I was the other day. And you said you were sick too, Scotty? You had the heavy?
The last couple of days, it's just been really weird for me. It's like I've had this cough for like 2 or 3 months now. Like it comes and goes in spurts. It'll be there for a little bit, then it'll kind of die off, and then yesterday I just started feeling like my throat was starting to feel sore. I was coughing a lot more. The sore throat is gone, but the cough is still just like, if I start doing anything too strenuous, it's like so I'm just like, no.
What is in your world, Scotty? What's too strenuous?
Yeah. when
Asking for a friend.
You start making me laugh really hard with your dumb jokes.
Okay.
That's super strenuous. So yes.
So 100%, I got this from wrestling on Saturday.
Wrestling flu, and it ain't the one where you want to get in the ring.
No, this has happened a couple times. You go in, you shake everyone's hand. I haven't been at ATCW for probably 2 months now, and you see people you haven't seen in a while, and you go and you touch everybody, and so I'm sure that I'm going to have to switch up the way I do things. Maybe it's elbows from here on out, because I can't. Every time, like Sunday, I started to feel weird, and Monday I started to feel even worse, and then Tuesday I was like, bleh. Wednesday I was
wear a glove.
I'm gonna have to wear a glove.
No glove, no love.
That's right.
I was about to say, why are you touching Austin Blackthorn like that? Like,
have you seen his body?
Unfortunately, yeah, we had to.
We had to see it the other night.
I ain't gonna lie, he's got the nicest tits at ATCW. And we don't have a women's division either, so that's if ATCW was jail, he'd be the first one to get it. He's soft. He's a little soft, so. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from.
But you love the chubby ones. So.
I do love the chubby ones. Yeah. If he starts hitting the Ozempic, I don't know what I'll do. So Damien was sick too, and I haven't spoken to anybody else. So I'm sure there are other sickies around ATCW. But for some reason, I always get the wrestling flu when I come back after a while.
Yep.
So, but I'm getting over it.
There we go.
I haven't canceled a gig. I've never, in the 15 plus years I've been doing DJing, I've never canceled a gig, and I had to cancel.
Yeah.
So it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So
you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Trust me.
It is what it is. But one thing we didn't cancel is wrestling. AEW and Raw and SmackDown and TNA and NWA and GC, they all go on without us. They all go with or without us. They're all here. They're going on. So yep. Let's get into a couple of things. Ricky, how are you, buddy? I see you got a new ceiling.
Finally, yeah,
right.
It didn't cave in on me.
So,
but that took away about 3 days worth of sleep, and I got it all back yesterday.
I heard the only thing that was holding your ceiling together was a Cheryl Teagues poster.
Could have been. Yeah, could have been.
Yeah. So
didn't fall on me though.
That's good. Well, we missed out.
The ceiling or the poster.
So anyway, if you are just joining us, make sure you go like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That makes us happy. We like to see new subscribers. We picked up one in the past couple of days here. Exciting, super exciting. We hit 1,000, and I don't, after 1,000, I don't, it feels like I don't care as much, but I do care a little bit. So anyway, go hit that notification bell. Also, go check out our Patreon. We're dropping articles every day. A bunch of articles are going to drop here tonight, 7 p.m. on Friday, 7 p.m. So, also, there's going to be some bonus material up on our Patreon that you're not going to be able to see on YouTube and Facebook and where else the hell we are, just on Patreon. And we got one that drops this Sunday. So make sure you go check that out. Also, Patreon is free. You can come join our Patreon for free. Just hit the link in our bio. One of our bios, YouTube. Probably go to YouTube, hit the link in the bio. Also, Fantasy League. We have a wrestling fantasy league that ends this Sunday. We will be crowning a champion this Sunday after Halloween Havoc. And then it starts all over again on Saturday with Crown Jewel. So if you are not going to, if you didn't make the first round, no big deal. Jump on there, subscribe. It's $5 a month. You can't beat it. If you're a subscriber, you're going to get access to that bonus material that no one else can see unless you are a paid member. When I said Patreon was free earlier, it's free to get on there and see articles, but it is not free to see bonus material. That is for our paid members only. So you might see a shirtless Scotty on there. So it is definitely worth the $5 a month. Oh, whoa, Scotty, don't give him too much. Don't give him too much, Scotty. Hold on.
A little tease. That's a little tease.
A little much. Little Scott tease. So, but yeah, check out our Patreon. Check out our fantasy league. That it's fun. We have not very many in the fantasy league right now. But we're looking to add a couple on for the next session. Ricky Ham's coming back on.
He told me he would, as long as we're not doing Ring of Honor and all that other silly stuff, TNA.
Right. So he's a pussy. Okay, I got it. See we're only doing NXT and WWE and AEW because it seems to be the majority of people just want those couple. But I feel like when you do Ring of Honor, when you do the other TNA and that kind of stuff or Impact, it's TNA now, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. TNA? That's how much I watch of it. When you do those, it separates some of the wrestling fans, right? It kind of makes you got to know what you're doing. It's like fantasy football. It's just like fantasy football. If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, I'll play, but you have to take the Redskins out and the Raiders," can you do that? No, you can't do that. It's part of football. Well, right?
You take the Raiders out because they suck.
Well, you can probably take the Raiders out. Carolina, can you take Carolina out? They don't score any points. That's true. There's no.
I don't draft anybody on either of those teams.
So you can take the Jags out too.
I have one Jags player. I have their running back that's sitting on the bench, and I have that Carolina running back Chuba Hubbard, who's also sitting on the bench. So they can collect their points on my bench. But anyway, make sure you join that. It'll be fun. Also, if you're a member, you're gonna get membership rewards. The beginning of the year, we're going to be doing Hardway Wrestling trading cards. We're going to do one a month here. It's going to be 12 card set. And I just locked the first. There's a couple that I could talk to that could jump in immediately. But I just locked the first person in for January. Excuse me. So you're going to want to collect. You're going to want to collect all those cards. They're all going to be signed. They'll be shipped out to everybody who is a hard
the mucus monster.
It is the what? It might be the. It really might monster. Be the. It might be the mucus monster here. So, yeah, these coughing fits just catch me every once in a while. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and jump into it real quick here. Wrestlemania tickets went on sale today at 10 a.m. and they are fucking expensive.
Yep, exactly. Jeez.
Now, Ricky and I went to WrestleMania last year. Went to day 1 and day 2. Actually, we were there from Friday to Friday to what day? Friday to Monday or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was not too far from us. We're not far from Philly, so we got a chance to go to WrestleMania. And I am getting married that weekend in Las Vegas, and my girlfriend and I said, here's what we should do.
Whoa,
Let's.
whoa, 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 whoa! Back the bus up here. Hold on. You mean even if we don't go to WrestleMania, I still have to go out to Vegas for your wedding?
Well, actually, Scotty, it's now cheaper for you to go out to the Vegas for it because you won't be buying it. So we were gonna go out to Vegas. We're gonna go out to Vegas. We're gonna get married out there. My buddy Dave Posey's gonna marry us. He's gonna marry us under the Vegas sign. And then we're gonna get. Well, that's gonna be on a Monday. That's gonna be after WrestleMania. But we're gonna go out there. We're gonna fly in Friday. We'll probably hit Ring of Honor. What is Ring of Honor? Is Death Before Dishonor? What is their WrestleMania weekend? Isn't that what that was? Death
I
Before
think it
Dishonor.
was.
Yeah. So we'll probably hit the Ring of Honor show. Probably hit the NXT show Monday or in Saturday afternoon, and then we were going. Oh, we're just going to WrestleMania while we're there. So they dropped today, and I don't remember the tickets being this expensive last year. I think we bought them. The day they dropped was the day we bought them, and we spent. You said $600 in tickets.
It was 600. It was 600 a piece for each night. So we spent 1,200 per person for both shows total.
Is that what it was? 600. I thought it was
Yeah.
like. All right, I'm confused, but anyway, it is outrageous. So I just pulled up. I like to use SeatGeek, but
StubHub's even worse.
StubHub's even worse. So I pulled up SeatGeek here, and I was like, let's go ahead and check out WrestleMania 41 2-day pass, $733 a piece. That's a good deal, by the way, if you ask them. It is actually sitting at Harrah's down the strip. You're not even in the stadium to watch it.
Good God, yeah.
Section 418, like 6 or 7. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 rows from the very top of Reliance Field. Yeah. So worse seats than we had last year. $733.
Here's one I just pulled up. We could be section 4 ringside, row 8, $12,547 each for the 2-day.
Pardon my
so
French.
On SeatGeek, I just found that same section. I don't know what row it is. It doesn't show me. Hold on.
I'm looking on StubHub.
Okay, let me look at that again. 4-seat, floor 4, 2 to 4, to $8,600.
Good night.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait this out. I mean, maybe they'll go down. I mean, this was opening night. Now, a buddy of mine, not really a buddy of mine, a guy that works for Frito-Lay, sent me a message. He's from the Vegas area. He just moved over here. He has season tickets to the Raiders, and they got first chance to buy WrestleMania tickets. And he sent me actually, let me see if I can find that. He sent me a link to go ahead and buy. He could get them ahead of time. He said if I wanted to go buy tickets, he would go ahead and send me the tickets. So
how many of us were going to be going to Mania?
And 3.
Just me, you, and Jesse.
Yeah.
That's what I searched was 3 tickets. So I just found section 204 for $1,140 each. We'll be up there
for
flicking
2 nights, right? That's
yeah,
for 2
we'll
nights.
be up there flicking boogers off the ceiling.
Yeah.
My God.
Raiders PSL membership pre-sale, $1,600, $800 a ticket. Now I don't know where his seats were, but that's $800 a ticket. Service fees are $200. Facility fees are $8, whatever, $16 or whatever. So almost $500 in service fees. No refunds. $2,186.94 for 2 tickets.
Oh my God.
So you ladies and gentlemen, you tell me, are you going to WrestleMania this year? And if you are, where are you sitting? and what lottery did you hit? And listen, I'm not hurting for money by any means. I'm not a rich man by any means. But I cannot see myself spending the money for these tickets at this price. I just can't see it.
Yeah. That's a lot.
It's a lot of money. And I
Oh.
had a good time last year, and I froze my dick off.
I'm a
Both
poor.
nights.
Definitely not see myself spending that money. Even if I like, even if I had the money, like let's just say I had the money and could spend the money. In my view, as much as I want to go to a WrestleMania, as much as it is an absolute bucket list thing of mine to be able to do, I just don't feel it's like I could be sitting in the comfort of my own home, watching on my TV, eating the food I want to eat, instead of having to figure out what kind of food the
You
stadium's
don't have to wait in line for the bathroom or to get a beer. And the beers in link at the link were like $16.
Yeah.
I can
Which
only
is not,
imagine.
it's not ridiculous.
Yeah, I could imagine what they're going
Average
to be at Reliant.
it's average arena beer prices. So, but still, like I could get, a 12 pack, for that amount of money and, drink it all myself and watch the rest of wrestling. Like, I don't know. I just,
On top of that, you have your flight,
yeah.
your hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're staying in a house out there. We got there's well, how many, I don't even know how many people's going. 15, 16 people are going to this. Um we're all staying I think it ended up being like $500 a person basically for the week. You can't beat it. That's fucking expensive. 5 something, 3 something, 4 something. I don't even know. 7 I don't even know.
It was
Ricky,
like
tell
three.
me what's the single person price?
I thought it was like 3 something.
Is that what it was? Yeah, you can't beat that for the week. You just can't beat it. So and then your flight, and I mean, normal people, if you go out there and buy, and the hotel rooms are going to be jacked up in that area, or all of Vegas will be jacked up anytime there's a major event, because we've gone out for Super Bowl and that kind of stuff, and they're pricey then. So, um, I mean, you're looking at easily a $5,000 just to get it all and get going
Yeah.
easily. So,
Not to mention even, I mean, you're at the rent a car while you're out there.
well, you can. I've never rented a car out there. I walk everywhere. Anytime I've ever gone to Vegas, I've usually just walk or Uber. It's easier to get around the city if you just Uber and that kind of stuff. So I mean, it can be pricey. Uber when I first well, I've been going to Vegas since I was in my fucking early 20s. So you would go out to Vegas, you would get a cab or whatever. It would cost you, $15 or $16, whatever, you get across town. Uber, when our first Uber came in, it would be like $8 to get from like Harrah's to downtown Las. It was cheap, but now they have this thing called surge pricing, which Vegas, it's always surge pricing because it's always busy in Vegas. So I don't know if I've ever been there when a day it wasn't like surge pricing, and to get down from like the middle of the strip to Old Vegas or Stratosphere or wherever, it's going to cost you 30 couple bucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But beats a DUI, that's for sure. And if you're so high that you can't walk any further, that also helps. Yeah, a friend told me about that one. So yeah, Vegas tickets are WrestleMania tickets are fucking outrageous right now. So I'll be curious to see if the prices come down on hoping prices come
Yeah,
down on.
we can only hope.
All right. Mercedes Moné has seen all kinds of competition inside the square circle throughout her AEW and prior run as Sasha Banks in WWE. During her appearance this week on the first We Feast for the Truth and Dab Fire segment, whatever. The CEO was and reigning AEW TBS Women's Champion was also asked to name her Mount Rushmore of wrestling opponents. That she said, that's hard for me because I wrestled some of the best in the world. Monet responded, number one, I think is easy. Bailey.
It's because it's her best friend.
Because it's her best friend. That helps. Monet also continued to say her number two is Charlotte. They've had some really good matches over the years. Her number three would be Willow. And their number four would be Bianca Belair. Boys, did she get it right? Did she get the Mount Rushmore right? for the women that she should put on her for her time period?
I mean, Bailey and Charlotte definitely,
Yeah.
because them two carried her so many times. Um,
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know how many times she's wrestled Willow. I can't imagine it's been that many.
At least 2 that I know of. I know she wrestled her for that New Japan Strong title,
And fell off the fucking top and broke her ankle.
broke her ankle, and then Willow ended up winning that title, and then she got her get back here in AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would have to say all 4 would be under WWE. I mean, I can't remember. Does she have big feuds with Becky Lynch?
That's a good question. Yeah, why wouldn't Becky Lynch? I
remember.
would think Becky Lynch would be on there
I would
before.
say Becky and Alexa Bliss maybe, because I knew they had a pretty decent rivalry at one point.
The other name that popped into my head when I was thinking about it again, I don't remember whether she's wrestled her or not, but Asuka. Did her and Asuka have a feud? Because that's another name that, in my view, would be on. If they did have a feud, would be on Mount Rushmore. But again, I don't remember. It's been so long since
Her Mount Rushmore of who's carried her to stardom, because she absolutely blows hot garbage.
Sorry, she's had Ronda Rousey, Bianca Belair, of course. She messed up. She should have put Carmella on there.
Yeah.
Why should I put Carmella? Alexa Bliss, Ronda Rousey. That's I don't know how much Ronda Rousey would be on there. I don't think
I would say Bliss would be.
But I would take Willow off and definitely put Becky on there.
Yeah. I would take Bianca off and put Bliss on there.
See, I've never been super impressed with Alexa Bliss's wrestling. Her character work is pretty good. That whole thing she does where her arm is backwards and she makes you feel like you wrecked her arm. That's pretty cool, but other than that, she's just a little tiny chick. So, anyway, I think she should put anybody she's ever been in the ring with. Because right now her character is terrible, and
her character's always been fucking terrible.
And Brickhouse is carrying her right now, so because people want to see her.
This is Sasha's my version of Brian Hardy's Bianca Belair. Drizzling Taco Bell shits, and the Baja Blast ain't gonna do anything to help flush that down.
See, I really don't think she's that bad, but she's not that good either. She's really not that good. So
she's terrible.
Anyway,
I want to turn the channel anytime she's on.
Yeah. Anytime.
Okay.
All right. I
was even annoyed watching Camille versus Queen Aminata the other night, just because she was standing at ringside, just being absolutely just useless.
We should probably get into AEW. I got another AEW story, but what did you think of Dynamite this week? Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Hi, guys.
We
got the Nueve.
We called that a while back, but he didn't do it at the Wrestle Dream. So,
yeah.
I'm disappointed in that match for sure. The whole Camille thing, that really made me mad because Queen Aminata is a good wrestler. She's a good wrestler. There's something about her that you ever look at those wrestlers back in the day that I knew they did a lot of jobs for people, but you knew at any moment they could stretch you or they could shoot on you and it made you feel real bad about your wrestling career. She's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of them to me. That is why she hasn't won that belt yet. The Ring of Honor heavyweight title, or not heavyweight title, but the women's world title, is beyond me.
Yeah,
it's beyond me. She's the complete package, and then they put her in there versus Camille. I like her, but I don't like her. Like she's not She's okay. She's okay. She's still very hokey. Still very hokey, very botchy. If you
Just gotta
watch that
wash
match, there
that
was a lot of
NWA off of her.
well, if you watch that match from the other night, there was a lot of pulls and I don't know. It just wasn't the great. It wasn't the greatest match. Wasn't the greatest match at all. So, and then Jay Briscoe.
Swing and a miss.
That wasn't even just a swing and a miss. That was a why are we doing this kind of a thing.
This is right in this is a Briscoe. This is a Briscoe backbone. These ladder matches.
Just to remind everybody that Jericho created the Money in the Bank.
This
He's the ladder match king, even though he never won it.
I like the finish. I like where he was carried on the back up the ladder to get the belt. I thought that was pretty decent. But does he need this belt? What are they doing with Jay? What are we going forward here with Jay?
Jay is not
Jay.
breathing.
Yeah, Mark.
Is not.
What are we doing here with Mark? What is he? I mean, he couldn't be that injured that he had to move on from this belt. That they had to get this belt off of him because he went through this fucking ladder match, which would killed him even more. I don't understand. I just don't understand
why didn't he just borrow Pocket's backpack to carry the belt around?
Well, first of all, why didn't they just do this? Why did they have to go the 2-step deal? Like, if they were going to do this, just have dropped it to him at Wrestle Dream. Like, I don't understand why they went to the whole thing.
They did it right. They did it right.
Yeah, they did it right at Wrestle.
One of the matches they got right at Wrestle Dream. That's the one. That is the one.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they did it the way it was supposed to be done. But I'm just saying, like, why go through all the pomp and circumstance of the Wrestle Dream match if you were just going to drop it to him on freaking
Dynamite?
I don't understand.
Yeah, they erased it. They erased the right that they did.
Yeah.
Mark should have won that. Mark should have kept that title at Wrestle Dream and then moved on.
I feel like that's not the first time they did that shit either.
They've done that a million times with a million guys. They'll start something. Wardlow. Look at Wardlow. They started it right.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's. I was trying to get. I have one more story before I got to destroying AEW completely. After the fucking Mark Briscoe fiasco here, but Daniel Garcia is mad because he thinks everybody's getting clickbait because it's easy to hate on AEW. Easy is the fucking optional is the word here. Daniel Garcia knows that there's a lot of former wrestlers out there using AEW to stay relevant in the public eye. All Elite Wrestling's Daniel Garcia recently sat down with Raja Prashad, whatever his name is, when asked about the hate the company gets online and on podcasting as of late. Garcia said it's a lot of people are trying to get a new career by hating AEW. Now, there's more to this story here. You know what, Daniel Garcia? You can go fuck yourself. The reason why we hate AEW right now is because AEW continues to do stupid shit like taking the fucking title off of Mark Briscoe and put it on fucking Chris Jericho. That's exactly why we fucking hate AEW, because of the stupid shit they do. That's exactly why.
The story writing makes zero sense.
Paid to sit here. I don't get paid to sit in front of my fucking TV. I get more mad watching fucking AEW than I do when my fucking Ravens drop a fucking touchdown in the end zone.
Yep.
It's absolutely ridiculous, the stupid shit that they're fucking doing in AEW at times. Yeah. They got some good shit. They got a lot of terrible shit. Fight me the good shit, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have never been brought back and pushed. Daniel.
The storytelling and the writing has been god awful. The women's division writing's been even worse. It always has been pretty bottom of the barrel. I mean, it's terrible. Tony needs some real writers in there, not the young fucks. Sorry, Scotty, I stole your line. But
at this point, we don't even know who the writers are. We don't know who the writers are.
Well, because he's got guys like, what's his name, Will Washington and Alexander
Grand Bell.
Alexander Peppermint or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's Mercedes's writer, whatever her
Yeah.
name is.
Oh, Jesus. See, there's a problem.
Yeah, so I mean, like you're looking at all this, and then who else? There was somebody else. There was another name that was bandied about the other day. I was like, oh, that's a new name that I haven't heard before. There was like, oh, they have something to do with the storylines and the writing, and it's like, what the heck? Like, all these people who, like, I have no idea what any of these people, other than like Peppermint, who has worked for Sasha, but who has no idea what wrestling really is. Will Washington, who we have no idea what his credentials are in the wrestling business. What has he done? Has he done anything? Like, and of course the biggest person of them all is freaking Tony Khan. Tony Khan, because he's got like all these guys can give input and tell Tony what they want to do, but the final say, because Tony has always said, I'm the only one that's going to write my TV. So the fact that Tony
Yeah,
is
yeah. I'm the only one that's going to write my TV, but you 8 people that know nothing tell me how to do it.
well, but at the same time, like even if they tell him things, Tony has final say, so he can veto any idea that these people bring to him. Like, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this idea that I have because I think it's going to be better. And everything looks and turns out like you don't have to. Like, I can watch clips. We've had this discussion before. I can watch clips of AEW and tell how terrible it is. I don't have to watch the whole product every week to see how terrible it is and how bad. Like or have gotten in this case, like no, like and the fact that a no name,
Now, Will Washington's been he's been a podcaster and he's been in wrestling for the last 18 years. So,
okay, what capacity? He's a podcaster, okay. What capacity in wrestling? Who's he worked for? Has he worked for GCW? Has he worked for? Did he work?
I don't know that's fucking credentials.
Yeah, So yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no.
See if Chucky needs him.
Yeah. Where was it going with that? Oh yeah, Daniel Garcia. The problem with him is, you got this no-name, undersized little whelp who thinks he has this grand vision of what wrestling should be for his character at least, and he ain't nothing. Like he's just like there's nothing going on with him. The only like the best thing he's got is the rub he's got off of friggin' MJF. Like, that's the most you can say in 5 years. He's been on this show since day one. 5 years, and the most you can say about freaking The Rock's wife is that he got this.
Scotty, why did you go there again?
So this is Swerve's cousin? If I'm reading this right?
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's part of Yep. He's Will's Jesus Christ. All friends. All friends wrestling.
So you're talking Will Washington. Yes,
Yeah.
that's yeah. I thought you were talking Danny Garcia. I was about to be like, I don't possible.
Will Washington is a AEW wrestling administrative coordinator working in many areas. Yeah, I don't think Will Washington is writing at all. So live events, social media, creative, PR. Maybe he is doing creative.
Yeah.
He has a great wrestling mind.
Yeah, I did.
See, I don't know if I completely. I mean, it does make sense that a friend or a buddy or a relative is in All Elite getting a job.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if I put it all on Will Washington. I don't know if I put it all on what's the dude who just left. There's a dude that just left.
Yeah, I know I can't remember the name, but I know who you're talking about.
Me either.
I don't know if I can put it all on them because Tony has the final say. At the end of the day, it all falls on Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Daniel, friend, Daniel, I know you're listening. Yes, it is fucking low-hanging fruit at times to make fun of AEW. That's why I try not to do it because I want, and I've said this a billion times, a billion.
Yeah.
I want AEW to be good because I like AEW wrestling. But when shit like this happens, with fucking Mark Briscoe on an all fucking Dynamite after Wrestle Dream. And I know they were planning on doing this. They didn't want to take the luster off of Daniel Bryan losing, which was another fucking terrible ending to a fucking pay-per-view with putting bags over people's head and
Yeah.
committing fucking murder. I just it's not hard to make fun. It's not hard to be mad. It's not hard to and nobody's making any. A lot of podcasters are making a fucking dime off of saying their feelings. Now, I'm giving you my opinion. AEW is shit. Right now, AEW is shit. It has been shit for a very fucking long time. And they have their ups, but they have more downs than they have ups. And in wrestling, you want to you want to send the fans home happy. I get it. But what you're doing ain't doing it. This is not doing it. This is not doing it. Giving Jericho a title is not doing it. I know you want to invoke emotion. You want people to feel something when it comes to wrestling. I don't know that you want people to feel like they want to tear the buildings down every time they leave there. All 6 people. You
Yeah.
want those fucking people to just burn that place down? Is that what you're trying to get at? You getting the people at home. You wonder why some of your ratings are so low. Nobody wants to fucking watch this horse shit.
Yep.
I mean, that's bottom line. Nobody wants to watch fucking horse shit. You put the best thing you could have did, and now maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Maybe the best thing you could do is put the ROH Heavyweight Championship on Chris Jericho and put him behind a paywall where nobody's fucking paying to watch.
Exactly.
If I wanted to watch, if I had something behind a paywall, and I wanted somebody to come look at behind my paywall, I'm going to give them something to come look for.
Yep.
I'm hiring Hulk Hogan and I'm putting him the ROH Championship on it. I'm putting him behind a paywall. People will click $5 a month to watch Hulk Hogan wheel himself around or use a walker or whatever. People pay money for that. But know what? If you think you didn't have subscriptions now, I can hear fucking TVs turning off across the U.S. or people unclicking the fucking mouse. No one's watching it.
Yep.
And they're definitely not watching it now. So Daniel Garcia, fuck off all the way, not halfway, all the way. You ignorant little twat. You have no idea what the fuck is going on. Here's what you understand now. I got paid. Now I'm going to push the company. Right. Now I'm going to push the fucking company that just paid me. I get it. I get it. But I tell you what, who else got paid? MJF. Do you see him on TV right now? No. You know why? Because you're going to give him the good shit. The good shit's going to come to MJF.
Yeah.
He's not going to do these one-off fucking programs with some fucking Mystico or fucking hologram who's hurt right now.
Oh, God.
Or the goddamn former members of Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah.
MJF is literally like one of few things going on with AEW that's actually like been gold and consistently gold.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
And even at that, like the whole thing with him and Adam Cole with the who's the heel, who's the face thing being turned upside down, that still doesn't even make any fucking
None of
sense
it
to
makes
me.
fucking sense. Zero of it makes sense. And what they're going to do, you can see their shit coming a mile away. This is how predictable their stuff is. And I will, if I end up winning this title on Sunday or holding on to this title on Sunday, I will relinquish it if this doesn't happen. How's that?
Oh, God.
The Undisputed Kingdom is going to turn on Adam Cole. Fucking mile away. You can see it coming a mile away.
Yeah.
They're
They're
hugging in the middle of the ring on Dynamite. Come next Dynamite, they're going to be kicking the piss out of Adam Cole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch.
I can agree with that.
And MJF probably have that devil's mask and what's his name would be yelling, Maxwell!
Yeah, that's how it started out. Shut up! So Daniel Garcia, give us something unpredictable. Give us some meat. Give us some meat. This story that's going on with Moxley right now should have started fucking unraveling.
Yeah.
We should start seeing what is going on here. But we're getting the same shit after the same shit after the same shit. And as a guy who does some independent stuff, not a lot, because he picks and chooses what the fuck he wants to do too. I've been involved with a company that slow burns shit, and it slow burns the fuck out. A match only stays lit so long. Remember that. It only stays lit so long before the motherfucker goes out. You can slow burn something all day long for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. By the time it gets to the fucking end of the flame, or by the time the fucking flame goes out, no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. Unless Shane McMahon shows up on AEW TV, no one's gonna give a fuck. And you watch this place explode. You watch AEW explode with fucking with people angry. Daniel Garcia. Watch how many people are gonna be fucking fired up. Daniel Garcia when Shane doesn't show up, and it's some bullshit character like Sammy Callahan or
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush or fucking Matt Sydal or some bullshit like that. Give me a fucking break.
It's going to be a knockoff Eric Bischoff. They're going to find somebody out there that's going to be a knockoff version of Bischoff to come in and try to run the company and yada yada. You know, be the like it's going to.
I feel like Batista. Give us what we want.
Yeah.
Give us what we want. Give us what we want.
And really quick, going back to your slow burn thing, you know, slow burning can work. Look at WWE right now. They're slow burning everything. It's on fire. The bloodline stuff is staying high. You know, everyone, you know, now that Punk and McIntyre is technically over, we want to see what the heck they're going to do next. We want to see who McIntyre is going to face. We want to see who Punk is going to face next. When
you slow burn something, okay, you have a fuse this long, right?
Yeah.
And you set the fuse off, and it's sizzling, and it gets to this point over here, and it goes, right, and then it keeps going, and it goes, and then it keeps going, and then it gets to the end, then it explodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what slow burn is.
Yeah.
AEW does this.
Yeah.
We got no sizzle in between. You have to give little pieces. Like, okay, so was it what was the last it was SmackDown where Jay lost the title.
Yeah.
Right? Jay's
That was Monday night. Monday
Jay's
night.
alive. Is Jay alive?
Jay Uso is.
Jay Uso is okay. I get my Jay.
That was Monday night.
Yeah, okay. So what did they do? They have two stories going on. They had Braun, who we knew was going to win that title back anyway, because Braun loses and learns, right? We've been saying that forever.
Yep.
But they also were telling the same story with the Bloodline. The Bloodline shows up and they're trying to recruit. They're trying to recruit Jay, right? You can see it. You can see that they're trying to recruit him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just a little, right? That's just a little part of that story. It's a little sizzle. Oh, what the fuck? Is he going to go over there? Oh my God. Blah, 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 gets mine going. That's what slow burn is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not this fucking horse shit where we start a story and we end a story and there's nothing in the middle. There's nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what AEW needs. They need shit in the middle. This thing with Moxley. They started with the fucking horse shit before he won the title. Right? Jumping guys. Beating up camera guys. Whatever. Beat up the weakest fucking people in the building. I don't give a shit.
Catering table.
Right? You're fucking me. Mina Sharir, whatever her fucking name is. Gesundheit. She's beating up the fucking camera guys too. Who gives a shit? Right? We put the bag over his head. That was a little start, right? That was a little something right there. But why? Why is he doing that, Daniel? We don't know. We keep getting these pickup truck promos. Are they sponsored by Ford trucks? I don't fucking know. Tell me. I guess Claudio was driving the other day threw Mox out the back of the fucking truck. I don't know if you caught that or not. Mox didn't even sit down yet. The fucking Claudio took off. Threw Mox out the back of the truck. That'd have helped.
Yeah. Mox have been out. They would have had a interim world champ tournament with the 800 number one contenders.
Oh my
but they're
God.
not giving us anything with this story.
Nah.
Words don't always work either. You got to tease something. There's got to be something teased there. The whole devil thing. Everybody shit all over the devil thing, but there were little teases of who the devil was, and kept throwing us all over the place. It looked like Wardlow. They looked like Britt Baker. Like it was all over the place. We didn't know who the fuck it was, right? Then
Yeah.
Adam Cole runs down the ring, his hair sticking out. Oh no, Wardlow came down the ring, his hair sticking out. Well, clearly Wardlow was on one of those masks, right?
Yeah.
There's there's Easter eggs every once in a while, but AEW rarely does that.
Yep.
They rarely
Tony
do that.
Khan just throws darts at a board, says, okay, I got Moxley. Okay, I got Darby. You two go have a match. Don't kill each other.
Well, I think a lot of it too is you got this guy, you put them together, you say, hey, go work out a match. They can work out a match. Not everybody can tell a good story.
Yeah.
Not everybody tells a
Exactly.
good story. Everybody needs lead at some point.
Well, and that's why
But
you
when
need.
the leader is fucking terrible,
Yeah.
he
But
can't
see-
get his fucking football team to win in the States, and he has to take them over to another country to do it, and they can barely win over there. It's a
Yeah.
problem.
Well, and like you said, they need a leader, but like they not only need a leader in the backstage area, but they need leaders in the ring. They don't have any of that either. Like, you talk about people telling a story, okay, so there could be guys in there. What was the match? FTR.
Are they even still there?
No, there's there. They were on Dynamite not this week, but last week.
They're hanging out with
Who was their opponents?
what's the two dudes?
The Outriders. Yeah.
Outrunners.
But who was that match last week? My brain cannot remember. But they had a good match. They had an actual legit tag team match, and they were FTR were the leaders in the ring. Yes, you can throw two guys in the ring, but if you don't have the leaders in the ring, you have to have one leader, one follower, or team.
I'm not even sure they could tell a good story. Because when's the last good story they told?
Well, again, yes, I do agree for
The last good story they told, it wasn't with the Bucks. That's for sure. The last good
That was the Briscoes.
The Briscoes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Jay and Mark.
But I'm just saying is that you
Sure you wasn't Jay and Jimmy?
It wasn't Jay and Jimmy,
have
for sure. But I'll throw my ones up regardless.
There you go. So, but yeah, no, I completely agree with you. And quite honestly, I will say this on a live podcast. I never thought I would see the day where you would turn into Cornette over me.
I just want. I'm not. I'm definitely not Jim Cornette for sure. But AEW's has fell flatter than a plate for a cat piss. That is for fucking sure.
Yeah, I want better product from them.
Me
Yeah.
too.
At one point, they had really, really good shows and consistent shows, and now it's unwatchable at times. Like
It's the
nothing
same
makes
match.
sense.
It's
Yeah,
the same match.
Just different wrestlers.
It really is. There's no
storytelling. Nothing makes fucking sense at all.
We're gonna play a drinking game on. Are you off on Thursday, Rick?
No.
I was gonna say we're gonna sit here and do a live stream and watch Dynamite on Wednesday. We'll do a drinking game. 2 shots for every tope. We'll be fucking drunk.
After
Drunk
5
after the
minutes.
first hour, bro.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be the first hour. Just get like after the
For
first.
every tope, for every super kick.
We need agents. And now it looks like they're setting up. To me, it looks like they're setting up an AEW versus whoever. So I don't know if it's.
It's wannabe NWO.
It's the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, it's wannabe NWO at this point. They're trying to make this look like an NWO takeover and all this kind of stuff. And like, unless Vince Russo actually walks out that curtain and starts talking crap to the crowd, like, and even like then it wasn't even Russo that created the NWO. But I'm just saying, like, Bischoff ain't going over there, so I know it ain't gonna be Bischoff. But
I'd rather.
Russo's got a Gotta make sure he's not. He's got to watch his back and make sure Rikishi doesn't kick his ass.
Yeah, right.
We need Vince.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, wait to see. But again, Daniel Garcia,
Yeah.
yeah, get better. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody, honestly, nobody gives a fuck. Daniel, I'm sure you're. I'm sure he's a great wrestler. I'm sure in a lot of ways, but they all pair in comparison. Now, did you see? Did you see Guevara versus
Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin?
Yeah.
Did you see how big Sheldon Benjamin was compared to Sammy Guevara?
Yeah. Well,
What
that's
do you
because
think when? What do you think when what's his name gets there?
Bobby
Bobby
Lashley.
Lashley.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! And he towers over Jesus.
Well, I mean, even just watching last week's Shelton versus Rush, I mean, good grief. Like,
Yeah.
the size differential in that one, like, and they both, both guys were,
Lashley.
yeah.
Lashley. That was shit. That was terrible stuff.
Oh,
That's mainly why I can't stand Leo Rush.
Yeah. He's a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler, but there's nobody you could put him in there. Like you almost have to put him in there against like an infant to make it look like that they're the same size because he's so small.
no, you gotta. Do you remember the very first? What was it? All Out or what? No, but yeah, it was All Out. The battle royal they had, the legless guy in the
Yeah.
battle
Yeah.
royal. Yeah, that's who they need to put in against Leo.
I think that guy's still taller than Leo without legs.
I think he'd still beat Leo too.
Anyway, that was our 30 minutes of hating AEW for the day. Again, we wanted to be good. We want AEW to be good.
Oh,
It
and
was maybe AEW was never good. Maybe WWE was so fucking bad at the time that we wanted something different.
yeah, and I think
mean,
part
you're
of
not wrong. Because during those times, WWE to me was pretty unwatchable,
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah,
and
if we went back to some
AEW
of
was
our
like
earlier stuff.
AEW was like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. So my God, did you see what Cody did this week?
Do you
He
see
open mic night, bitch. I mean, that was some good shit.
that was funny? Oh my gosh! I mean, Cody tried to cure racism. Like that was him in that promo against what was it?
I do not know what promo you're talking about.
The one against Camarato. The British guy, like
yeah. Nick Camarado,
yeah,
the
because
hairiest guy that I've ever seen lace up a pair of boots.
Cody,
It's like George the Animal Steel.
He really was.
Cody comes out though and was like, I had like something about like I had the first interracial baby, and like I'm here to cure racism.
What are you? Is
No,
this wrestling Pornhub? What are you watching?
go back. You will find this.
I need to find this.
It was hysterical how bad it was. Because he was basically they were trying to do like Americans versus Brits and that kind of thing. They were trying to do the old good guy bad guy thing. It just flopped completely on its face. It's hysterical. It's one of those Cody moments that you just look at and you're like, and that's the thing is like again, like look at where Cody was there. And look at where, like, Cody's first few months in that company were amazing. The Jericho stuff, losing, now no longer able to challenge for the title, the MJF stuff, that worked. And again, I give credit where credit is due. That stuff worked. But after that, Cody just went on his own freaking tangent. And, some stuff worked, some stuff didn't, some stuff kind of, it had the potential, but it kind of flopped. But Cody went like off the deep end towards the end of that run, and then
I have it.
You found it? Yeah.
We're gonna cut off from YouTube. We'll keep it live for we'll keep it live for actually we are no, I can't. Darn it, I can't.
Yeah.
can't cut it. So
But
anyway, I'm gonna bring it up. So anyway, now that we've ended racism, also, that's gonna do it here for Heart Rate Wrestling. Nice, easy night. We got Halloween Havoc this weekend. Our picks will drop on Saturday. Make sure you check those out. Also, if you want to join a fantasy league, hit us up. Hit the Patreon. Links in the bio. Go check that out. And we'll see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
peace.